Hello students. Today we are going to study the next topic, that is integrated pest management. It is also known as, in short, IPM. Okay, so I stands for integrated, P stands for pest, and M stands for management. So integrated pest management, or in short we also called it as the IPM. Okay, initially we just study what is IPM. Actually it is defined as a pest management system, because see here the pest management is already here in the word, that is, so here this is the pest management system in the context of the associated environment and the population dynamics of the pest species, utilizes all the suitable techniques and methods which are in as a compatible manner as possible, and maintain the pest population at the lower level, or the level which is below. And when the level of the pest population is very low, it causes the economic injury. So in short we can say that by applying all the methods, okay, the methods which are known to us. So which are those methods? For example, physical method control, cultural control method, okay, chemical control method. So these are the different types of method. But when we study them individually, we study that either we use a single method, means we either use a physical method, or we use a chemical method, or we use the cultural control. But here, in case of the integrated pest management, we just apply all the methods, okay, and when we apply all the methods, and with the suitable, or at the suitable timing, with the suitable technique or method, when we are going to apply to control the pest, agricultural pest. Due to that, what happened, the number of the pest population is very low, or it decreases, and when the population decreases below a particular level, then those minimum number of the pests, they cause the injury, and that injury is negligible one. Okay, so here we are applying the all methods to control the pest. So in case of controlling the pest, we are using the different methods. We are not depend on a single method. We use many methods at a time to control that particular pest. म्हणजे बघा, पेस्ट एकच आहे, पण ती एकच पेस्ट कंट्रोल करण्यासाठी आपण काय करतोय, वेगवेगळ्या मेथड्स यूज करतोय. So again it depends on the environmental situation, okay, or the life cycle of the pest. So we are using cultural method, physical method, chemical method, biological method, and we are making a combination of all these four methods. And when we use the combination of all those methods to control the pest, the population of the pest decreases, and as the population of the pest decreases, it causes the less injury to our crop, and here we call that method as the integrated pest management. Okay, so this method can be applied to the coordinated management of all pest population in agricultural sector, as well as we are using this IPM in case of the forest environment also, to control the different types of the pests. Because see, already when we study the different types of pests, we study these two types of the pest, like agricultural pest and forest pest. So in both the cases, in agricultural pest also, for controlling the agricultural pest and for controlling the pests which are present in the forest, we can apply the method like the integrated pest management, where we are making a combination of many of the control technique. Okay, so in a simple language we can say that when we are using the different techniques, for example chemical and biological control, okay, so when we are making the integration of these chemical and biological control and integration of all suitable management technique with the natural regulating and limiting elements of the environment, so we call it as the IPM. So the term integrated control was first used to denote the blending of biological control agent with the intervention of the chemical control. Okay, and this term integrated control was coined in 1956 by the scientist. We called it as the Bartlett. Okay, so this is the scientist who used the terminology, but that scientist was not used the terminology IPM. Instead of that, he called that method as integrated control. Now this method, integrated control method, in this method the two methods are used. Biological control agents they are using means biological control in addition to the chemical control, means both the controls they use simultaneously to just reduces the population of the pest. Okay, so we call that method as the integrated control, and the term was coined by the Bartlett in 1956. But see here, in 1961 the scientists like Jair and Clark they use the same method, but they called it as a pest control protective management of the noxious species or the pest management. Okay, or we can say that in short all the available techniques or all the available methods, we are using them, evaluated them, and we are just use them to reduce the pest population. Okay, so here in integrated pest control, it has recently been introduced throughout the world. Means in every country, the farmers or the peoples they use the integrated pest management method, or we also call it as an integrated pest control. Okay, it was founded first by the Smith and Allen in 1954 and Stern in 1959, and they proposed the management of the insect pest population by integrated pest control, and since we call it as an integrated pest management. So here we are using the many methods. So here instead of using only a single method, when we use the many methods together, okay, together it will gives you the better result. And for the better result, for getting the better result, we are making a combination of all the methods, okay, and we called it as the integrated pest management. Okay, so here see the integrated pest management which has been introduced with very successful rate. For example, see this method which is used for particularly the cotton, okay, for the cotton, in case of the cotton farm in the Canit Valley in Peru, the spotted then the second example, that is the spotted alfalfa which is controlled in California, then apple and pear insects which are controlled by the IPM method in case of the Nova Scotia, then the glasshouse crops which are that is the pest which is present in that crop, that is also controlled with the help of the IPM in the UK. Then tobacco pest management which is just followed in the North Carolina in USA. So for controlling different types of the pests in the different countries, the farmers they use the method, we called it as the integrated pest management. Okay, so there are some principles of integrated pest management. So which are those principles? See, the pest control should be developed and applied in the total environment, and the pest population which are managed in such a manner that the existing limiting and regulatory factors which are exploited to the fullest extent possible and without disturbing the regulation of other pests. So here what happens, see, when we are using the integrated pest management system without disturbing too much to the environment, we are going to control the pest of that particular crop. म्हणजेच थोडक्यात आपण असं म्हणू शकतो की एन्व्हायरमेंटचं कोणतेही नुकसान न करता किंवा बाकीच्या कोणत्याही ॲनिमल्सला डिस्टर्ब न करता आपण हे पेस्ट कंट्रोल करणार आहे. ओके, सो वी आर जस्ट रिड्यूस द पॉप्युलेशन ऑफ दॅट पर्टिक्युलर pest. So this is the main principle. So this is the first principle, okay, in which we are going to protect the environment. So we are think about the environment and we are going to protect the environment. Now additional mortality or the regulatory factors, they are introduced into the environment at the appropriate time to maintain the pest population. So the second principle is that we are going to maintain the pest population at the level below that level, okay, it is not causing any type of economic injury to the particular crop, because see, the crop itself, any agricultural crop itself having its own system to defend with the insect pest or non-insect pest, anything, okay. So we are just try to help that particular crop by keeping the pest population below that particular level, and which is not causing any economic injury to that particular crop. So this level should be determined in a term both of the forcible crop loss and of the economics of the crop production and marketing also. Okay, so this is the second principle. Okay, so here when we are using the different types of insecticides, so the insecticides, they may lead various different types of the problems. For example, if we take the insecticides, side effects of the insecticides. So these insecticides, they are having many problems. How they create the problems? So the problems which are caused by the use of insecticides are as follows. So the first one, that is the development of resistance to the chemical. Means what? These pests, they develop the resistance. Resistance means what? If we are using the specific type of the chemical, the pest produces the resistance to that particular केमिकल. म्हणजे थोडक्यात काय की आपण तेच केमिकल सारखं वापरत राहिलं तर त्या केमिकलचा ह्या पेस्टवर कोणताही इफेक्ट होत नाही. का? कारण ते पेस्ट स्वतःमध्ये तो रेझिस्टन्स डेव्हलप करतात त्या इन्सेक्टिसाइडच्या विरोधात. ओके, सो दॅट इज नोन ॲज द डेव्हलपिंग द रेझिस्टन्स अगेन्स्ट दॅट पर्टिक्युलर insecticide. Secondly, if you are going to control the major pest or the primary pest of that particular crop, this secondary pest will develop. आपण फक्त पहिला जो मेजर पेस्ट आहे तो कंट्रोल करत जातो, पण कधी कधी काय होतं, सेकंडरी पेस्टची डेव्हलपमेंट होत जाते. म्हणजे एक कंट्रोलमध्ये येतो तो दुसऱ्याचं